on, get your fix.
Come tune in and get your fix of the culture.
It's the fix.
Come tune in and get your fix of the culture.
Come and get your fix.
Come tune in and get your fix of the culture.
It's the fix.
Come tune in and get your fix of the culture.
Come and get your fix.
Come on, get a fix of the culture.
It's the fix.
Come on, get your fix of the
Come and get your
culture.
fix.
Tap in. The Fix LA. Come get your fix of the culture.
Check. Welcome to the Fix.
Yes, sir.
We got the squad in the building today, and we got a special guest. We got Miles in the building. What's up, Miles?
Man, what's good, Keon?
You know, of course, I go by the name Keon the Hustler. And today we got my dog in the building all the way from Dallas, Texas, Arlington to be exact.
Okay.
So don't come for me. I know it's different. My boy Bando in the building. Make some noise for Bando in the building.
Yes, sir. What's up, y'all? What's good?
What's good with you, bro?
Man, shit, man. I can't call it, man. I appreciate y'all having me here, man.
Nah, for sure, bro. I know it's been a long time in the making.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of this week's, next week's. I've been out of town. You've been out of town.
Yeah.
Tours, all that shit.
All of that.
But I'm glad you're here, bro. I'm glad we got you in the building, man. So I know it's gonna be a good Texas themed show.
Yes, sir.
If I got a stronger accent today, don't trip.
Hey, man, that's the thing about Keon.
Raw
Every
family.
time he go to Texas or be around Texas people, bro, his whole lingo switches up, bro.
Everything
He's a
changed.
different nigga,
Hey,
bro.
hey,
That's how
His
it go.
energy.
niggas,
how
hey,
it go.
niggas got to hear this shit for shit show. But nah, we good, man. Benno, how your week been, man?
Man, my week it's been good, man. It's my birthday week, so it's
What?
been blessed.
What?
Yes, sir. Appreciate it,
Man.
I'm turning 32, man. I'm getting older.
That's
Yeah.
hard. That's hard.
Yes, sir.
Hey, speaking of celebrating shit, this is the 50th episode, man.
Oh, man.
So shout out to the squad, shout out to
Congrats,
Star, Juice,
congrats.
Happy to be a part of
Boo,
this.
Tony,
Birthday,
Miles,
it's like a
Star,
birthday
Feel me?
celebration right now.
Ariel, man. Shout out to everybody,
Yeah,
man.
everybody birthday, man.
It's been a lot of birthdays this week.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, don't start coming here talking about all the NASA signs and all that either, and whatever crystals that y'all on your birthday. We don't want to hear that. Just know it's your birthday. We're gonna celebrate you.
What you doing for your birthday, bro? Before we get off there, like it's your birthday, what you said. So how you gonna celebrate it?
Honestly, man, I'm chilling, bro. I'm on my real Zen stuff right now. I got this album that's coming out. I'm just trying to be focused, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just celebrate with the family, you know what I'm saying? Kick my feet up and rest, bro. That's all.
You know what? That's
Get grounded.
that's
Yes,
how
sir.
I usually that's how I celebrate my birthdays.
Yeah.
Because and New Year's.
Yeah.
Sometimes I be like, nah, man, I don't want to go out.
Yeah.
I just want to survive my birthday and New Year's.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's
That's
what
crazy
I'm
you
on.
said that because I did that last year too. Like, you know, I was in the sand, got some crystals.
Yeah.
Low key, you know, I was just chilling, bro. Like,
what
no
I'm
cap.
saying?
bro.
You niggas work for NASA around here, bro.
Yeah.
My nigga out here shaking rocks in, talking about he charging shit.
Charging
He got
crystal.
AAA batteries in the rocks now. Some LA shit, bro. I swear.
Yeah.
Miles, how your week been, bro? You good?
Man, my week been straight, bro. I'm just happy to be alive, man.
Staying out the way, Miles. Staying out
Man,
of
I
trouble.
stay out there. You know what? Don't look at me like that, dude. I see you about that bull crap tonight. I can feel it. There's too many Texans in here, and he's amped
threatened.
up. He don't need
threatened.
crystals. Hey, Keon don't need crystals. He just need more Texans.
It changes his whole mood.
I know
you
you
know?
powered up in this. Nah, we good.
Nah, my week has been great, man. I'm just happy to be alive, breathing. You know, it's a lot of people that's passed away. I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, nah, for real. You know, every day above ground, you gotta be grateful for that.
That's right.
It's been a good week for me too, man. I don't have really too many complaints.
Yeah.
Had a solid weekend. Got to chill. Got to relax. You know.
You doing any DJing?
I did, man. I was down there at Macy's in Lakewood
Okay.
over the weekend, so
Yeah.
I DJ'd out there for a few hours.
You know why I always ask you about DJing? Because DJing is what I really wanted to do first before I started rapping.
It's never too late, man.
Yeah, you know what? I think when I get some, you know what I mean, some time and some more money, I'm gonna buy like turntables, everything,
Yeah, and just go.
and just
Hey,
and just
speaking-
start to do it.
Speaking of that, I was going to ask you that because I just had a conversation about that right recently. Like, would you consider DJing one of those things where you don't really have an age limit? Like one of those, like, or is it ever like a moment where you feel like, okay, I'm too old to be DJing, or do you think like, man, that's really one of them things? Ain't no age limit in DJing. Like rapping, like I don't think you can be a 60-year-old rapper. Of course, you got people like Jay-Z pushing the line, but with DJing, is there like an age cap on that, or you think you can be any age? Like, cause Shaq right now is doing his thing. You know what I mean? Like, and he 55.
Hey,
like,
Snoop
you
be
feel me?
DJing too.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So, like, what you think in your opinion, Keon, on the DJing? Like, are you like, yeah, when I turn 40, I'm retiring from this shit, or you think you can do this like till you like whatever?
Man,
Till you get arthritis.
I feel like I feel like
You
it really,
gotta speak that into that man's life.
it really just depends, bro, on the quality of what you're putting out. Like if you cold, you doing shows, you got a good crowd, they booking you, you know, you just keep going, man. You can DJ as long as you can, but like if you start falling off, you're not in touch with the music, you're not in touch with the crowd, the people, the culture, you know what I'm saying? You're still playing the same stuff that you did when you first started, you know, you might have a hard fall and eventually you're just gonna transition out, might not get as many gigs and stuff like that. So I don't really think there's an age limit on it. No, I don't think that at all, but it just depends on, you know,
ear, like if you still in tune.
Yeah, are you still in tune? Are you still tapped in? I think that's what like helps me out so much is because I travel a lot and I go to places I'm not familiar with just to hear what they sound like, what they like, what they rock with. You know, like I may not like something. For example, I remember the first time I heard that song, "That's My Dog," by Lil Baby.
That's my dog.
I was in my closet making a mixtape, and I heard the song on YouTube, and I was like, it's all right. And I had took a trip that weekend to Nashville.
I felt the same way. I heard my cousin bumping that song.
Yeah. So when I was in Nashville, I was at a hookah bar. And that song came on. Everybody started standing on tables and chairs. The spot went crazy. I say, oh yeah, this it.
That'd be something else though. When it's like you in a different like area and you hear that like that new like
sound.
thing that get everybody like on it. Like that's the same thing. Like because you know we was talking about the South a little bit earlier. Yeah. And you know the first time when I was young and I heard "Hey Baby," you know what I'm saying?
Man.
And you know what I'm saying? And I'm in North Louisiana here, and I'm just like they yelling this, and the song ain't even playing, and they yelling "Hey Baby," you
clapping
know what I'm saying?
everything.
Yeah, so I think that's kind of lit.
That song was lit everywhere though, I think.
Nah, that's a fact.
Now you know what's crazy about that? Because I just remember about the times when I went to Texas, right? And I don't know if y'all remember it. I can't think of the name of the song, but it was this one song when I first went out to Texas, or not when I first, when I went out at 16, bro. I got on to put on the little O. And and he had that song when he was like, "Chest get look like it been ate by a shark." You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like that was different to me. Like, cause I'm like I said, I'm from the West Coast. I'm listening to Snoop and the East Siders and all them. So to hear Little O, and then when I'm with my cousin in his Mustang and he playing Lil Flip and he putting me on to this is before Flip did Game Over. Like this is like mixtape Lil Flip, Lucky Charm Lil Flip. You feel me? So it was just Texas, like you said before, like. It's his own culture, low key, when it comes to music, bro.
You know who? Go ahead, Keon.
I about to say, so growing up, man, like I was on LimeWire, BearShare, all that stuff, and every day I was downloading new Lil Flip, new Charlie Boy, new Big Tight, new Lil Show. I was downloading freestyle, Mike Jones, Paul Wall, anything that had them freestyling on anything, I was downloading that stuff every day. So by the time Flip came out with Game Over, I probably heard at least 1 million Flip songs before Mike Jones made Still Tipping. I hadn't heard 1 million Mike Jones songs.
Now you took it back to what I was gonna say. Yeah, that's who I felt that feeling from when I heard a new sound. Yeah, to me, Mike Jones was to me. Yeah. I was able to I was able to interview Mike Jones. Wow. But I feel like Mike Jones should still be on the scene heavy. Yeah. Because he brought a whole new sound.
But by the time Mike Jones got on, he had been in the game for so long. I had heard Mike Jones say for at least 5-10 years, say, "Who is Mike Jones coming?" Yeah.
Really?
So when
because of Texas,
when he finally came through, it was like my boy finally made it. Like same thing with like B King. We seen B King for so many years in Texas. So when he finally popped during COVID, it was like
them beats though. It was in the beats, right?
Yeah, but B King is still new to a lot of people.
To so many people,
crazy because like in Texas, like B King is like
high school. He sponsored your high school career.
Man,
really? I used to DJ our high school basketball games, and I played at B King at halftime, and I make the whole crowd stand up and go crazy.
Facts.
Tell me what you know about me. Hey man, BEATKING. Hey, used to go down, man.
It's a vibe.
So speaking of vibes, Miles, what you been vibing on this week? Anything special?
Music wise,
yeah.
You know what? Like I told you earlier, I've been bumping the Chronic 2001 like it's new. Mm-hmm. It's not new, but I've been bumping it like it's new.
Yeah.
A lot of Gucci Mane, BG.
Which Gucci man?
New Gucci man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Old Gucci man always go, but new Gucci man. And
You been up in new BG?
yeah. Is it
Oh,
BG?
shit.
Is it
Yeah,
BG?
yeah.
He just got out of jail,
Yeah,
right?
BG, yeah.
Man, I ain't gonna lie.
He been.
I'm
in
a
there.
beat person. I'm a
Yeah.
beat person.
Yeah.
And them
Okay.
beats that Gucci been using lately has
Yeah.
been off the hook.
Okay.
Off the hook.
Rock with that.
And
You know
like
what,
I,
Miles?
like,
I'm not surprised that you've been playing the old school chronic because when you told me last week your favorite rapper was Big Hit, bro, I called it.
no,
bro.
no. I like Big Hit because he from the city. He from Pasadena.
Man.
Big Hit is tight though. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what y'all don't like Big Hit
I'm not
for.
saying Big Hit.
fire.
We're
tight,
not
but
saying
that's
that.
shows
Big Hit is fine.
like
They don't
He
like
said
you.
that was
They
his
don't like
favorite
Big
rapper
Hit.
right now.
They're
Like,
like,
that
oh
just
yeah, right
shows
now.
Yeah.
I like the way Big Hit is coming up.
Okay.
He
Yeah,
came,
shout
got out of
shout
jail.
out Hit
He
Boy.
hooked up with his son.
Yeah, he going
I
up.
always think it's good to see father and son.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
And even though he got that, I'm fresh out of jail kind of vibe.
Yeah.
It's fresh to the scene. You feel
Yeah.
me? Like even though he rap like he talking, it's dope. It's like
It's organic.
we
more-
need to
you-
hear
you like
somebody
more
talking.
Genuine. It's real genuine.
We've been hearing with the mumbling. Now
Yeah.
we can hear somebody talking.
Yeah. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it, bro. My guy, Bando, what you been jamming?
Yeah. I've been on that new Schoolboy pretty
Thank
heavy.
you. I've been trying to put them on, bro.
I still ain't
I like
heard it.
They
Schoolboy.
sleeping.
Yeah.
I've been on.
Still ain't heard it.
I've been telling people about Schoolboy Q for a while,
Yeah, but
but
this,
he's like an
This album
acquired
is
taste.
different,
this
though,
album
bro.
is different though.
I told him it's equivalent to me. I'm not to cut you off.
No,
bro,
you
before
good,
finish.
you good, you
But
good.
it's equivalent to me to his version of Damn. That's how I was comparing it. Because when you heard Damn, it was a different type of sound that Kendrick was putting out. Like, and it was like it sounded like
Yeah.
a classic or a masterpiece. And I just feel like this is
Yeah.
his version of that. Like he bringing people into his sound. Like it don't sound like
That's
nothing
a
that's out
that's
right
a
now,
that's
bro.
a great
stepped back and-
that's a great synopsis of it because he's definitely like making his own sound. Now, of course, Schoolboy's always had his own sound, but I think this specifically, it's like he really bringing you into his mind, like to where it's just like it may be things that don't sound as like normal or organic to you, but it sounds very organic to him. Like the Thank God for Me joint, the Pig's Feet joint. Yeah, man, he got some heaters on there
He dug into more of himself.
for sure.
He got in his artistry
He
bag.
he
bro.
got in his backpack.
Yeah,
bro,
yeah,
for
no,
sure.
he
He
got
a
in,
backpack rapper, right?
he got in his Duffy for sure. I wouldn't
know?
even say
He
he
was usually
nah.
like a trap, like a West Coast trap to me. Like
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
first, to me,
Yeah.
like
To me, he
Where's
kind of
Schoolboy
reminded.
from?
He gave me Kanye vibes.
from 5'2".
He gave me early
Hoover.
Kanye vibes.
he from
That
Hoover.
is where he's from.
He from the West Coast?
yeah,
I didn't know. I always thought he was from New York.
nah,
Really?
That's
Damn.
what ASAP in there.
That's why I thought he was from
He from
New York.
LA, right?
yeah, he from.
Damn,
LA.
I didn't even know that. Okay, okay.
Yep. But yeah, I've been rocking
on
with that.
I've been on that new Offset though, bro. I don't know if y'all know about that.
Proud of them.
Prada.
I haven't.
Yeah.
You talking about Proud of them with Gunna?
Yep.
Yeah.
That shit been slapping right now.
Right.
Gunna.
What else, Bando? You said you been jamming?
Oh yeah, I've been rocking with Jordan Ward. Y'all know Jordan Ward?
That was it.
Yeah, he's a singer. He got a song called White Crocs. He's super, super dope. I rock with him, super heavy. Honestly, I don't even know where Jordan Ward is from. I think he's from now, if you get discovered in Cali, you from Cali at this point. But I think he's from like from Ohio or something like that. But yeah, he's super dope. Y'all should check him out. Jordan Ward. Yeah, he's
No,
dope.
I said BG earlier. Was it Gunna? I think it was Gunna I was talking about.
You talking about?
With Gucci Man.
Gucci got that song. Gucci got a
He
song
got a
with
song
BG.
with BG though.
But he got one with Gunna too, right?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so.
It was-
Nah,
it was
he
BG.
ain't-
G, right?
Yeah.
I think the only person got a song with Gunna right now
Yeah,
is
it's
Offset.
Offset.
Offset and
Yeah.
DDG. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been listening to that new Cardi B.
Oh, yeah,
Enough.
I like it. Enough. For
I watched her.
Enough, yeah.
I watched her.
A lot of people hated on it. I don't understand why.
I don't know anybody who said it was bad.
You look at the comments on like social media, it's just crazy.
Okay. Yeah, I ain't seen it. I rock with it. It's an old song. I didn't know it was an old song. I watched $1 Million Worth of Game interview with Cardi B, Gillian Wallow, and she was like, it's an old song that we've been had.
She brought it.
We just finally putting it out.
Moved it to the front.
I've been listening to Get It Sexy by Sexy Red. You know, that's #1 song on Apple Music right now. So
crazy.
shout out Sexy Red. Hey, but that song
Why you
song,
say it like that?
What?
You said it like she kind of made you blush a little bit.
Nah, man, I fuck with Sexy Red.
Shout out Sexy Red.
Yeah, I really like that she taking songs from the culture.
Yeah.
Like how many times you been to a party and you see like a little kid dancing and they be like, "Get it, Tracy."
Nah,
Get it, Tracy.
It's
You know
one
what
of
I'm
them.
saying? So
It's one of
she
them.
just made it a song.
Yeah.
Get it, sexy. Hey, get it,
We
sexy.
literally had a conversation about that, and it's just like I feel like she's very like polarizing, like Sexy Red, where it's just like you either love her or hate her, but it's just like you got to think about it, man. Like we was going crazy to Diamond and them, like from Crime Mob, like we was going crazy to them, and it's and it's like I feel like the reason why I like Sexy Red is because she knows her audience, and she knows exactly. I feel like that's so important. Well, yeah, that's so important. Like with music, it's just like everybody tries to be like every person type of artist, and it's just like find your niche, and everybody will come to you. Yeah. So I rock with that.
I have a thought on that. Before I get there though, Dated 8 remix with Drake. Shout out to Four Bats. He got the number 7 song in the country.
D-Town.
And Juice, when did I tell y'all about that song?
This is Texas.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah, you from Dallas too, my boy.
See how crazy.
Texas is heavy out here, my
that
boy.
Drake stimulus package still works. Somebody said.
Nah, but that shit. But that's what people were saying that Drake made that song. But honestly, like, Four Bats was already that song.
It was the number 1 song on Spotify.
Bro, I just played it the other day while my daughter was in the car on the way to the park, and as soon as Drake came on, she was like. She sounded like Soulja Boy. She was like Drake. She was like where did this nigga come from? Like, she was singing the song up until Drake came on, and she was like, "Wait, Drake's on this shit." Yeah. So she already was on it before, like So I just think that song is really just it's doing what it's supposed to do. You know, for sure.
And shout out to him too for signing. So that's a dub for him too, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Four Bats.
So what I was gonna say before that, when we was talking about Sexy Red, Boss Man D-Lo. So Boss Man D-Lo.
I was bad in fucking school.
Hey, he got the streets on fire right now. His album just dropped. I checked it out. It's solid. If you rocking with his vibe, he's definitely has a different style. He got a song called Mr. Pot Scraper that I really like. But what I'm noticing is with Sexy Red, a lot of the guys are rocking with Sexy Red. Over the females. The females like Sexy Red too, but a lot of the guys are rocking with Sexy Red.
Yeah, I seen a meme that said something about bring Future back, because Sexy Red guys is now listening to Sexy Red. Like, you feel me? So you right on that.
So with that though, a lot of the females are jamming Boss Man D-Lo. I don't know how many chicks' stories over the weekend had Boss Man D-Lo playing, and every story was a different song.
Nice.
So it's crazy to see that, that crossover like that.
So what is it with Texas right now? Because even one of the DJs I listen to on
is Boss Man D-Lo from
He's
Texas?
not from Texas.
No, he's from Florida.
Oh, okay.
Didn't I tag you?
What's that?
He just listed a bunch of Texas rappers. Like you're not from Dallas if you don't listen.
Oh
to
yeah. I know you're talking about.
It's like Texas is going crazy right now.
Yeah, Texas got a good style, but like Sexy Red from St. Louis, Boss Man D-Lo from Florida.
Oh, okay.
I consider Sexy Red like the new Chief Keef, bro.
Nah, she's
not new Chief Keef, like a female Chief Keef, bro.
Chief Keef brought her out at Rolling Loud, but
because like when I listen to her, bro, it's like you know what I'm saying. It's like not, and like I said, I don't really listen to her, but when I hear her songs, it reminds me of Chief Keef because it's like chant music, like, and it's like it's loud. It's like, you know what I mean, like it's not.
It's like drill. It reminds you of drill
music.
Chief Keef made a new wave though, like when he came out, with like, that as far as the whole drill shit. Yeah. I say like if I were to compare anybody to Sexy Red, I say like her thing was like when Gunna first came out and was literally just like took over, like everything, like or even better yet, like Lil Baby, like when he first like really like caught his wave. He caught fire, like he had that run. So I feel like that's kind of like where Sexy Red is, where it's like everybody like want a piece, like, you know what I'm saying. That's why she got the Baby Daddy joint with Drake and Rich Baby Daddy with SZA and Drake, and everybody's just like, cause you gotta think about it too, like she, and no disrespect to these other artists, but it's just like, for example, Glorilla, she doing her thing, but when Sexy Red, it was kind of curtains for Glorilla for a second. She had to come back and make another run.
They comparing. Speaking of when y'all saying that, they comparing both those songs right now.
Yeah, Glow and Get It Sexy.
Glow and Get It Sexy.
Both of them gonna be a song of the summer for sure. Yeah. But this is the this is a catch that people don't realize though. Like, you know, when you sign to a label, they control when you can put music out. So
That's
Glow
true.
was on a pause.
That's true.
So she couldn't put nothing out.
Yeah.
And so she had to wait on her wave to come. But I will say this though.
Who she signed
who, Glow?
Yeah.
CMG.
Yeah.
I would say this, Sexy Red's run right now is stronger than Glow's was when she first came out.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
I agree.
Because the amount of songs Sexy Red has come out and they all been bangers, from Hellcat SRTs to Looking for the Hoes, Pound Town, Ski Yee.
Yeah.
Now she got Get It Sexy.
She building her catalog.
And this not even the back end tracks off the album that people were jamming.
Yeah.
So and then all the features she got too with like Rich Baby Daddy.
Yeah.
She got a track with Boss Man D-Lo.
Yeah.
So like she really on the run right now, and it's just authentically her.
Yeah, for sure.
I got a question.
Yep.
Bando.
Yes, sir.
How'd you get your name?
Well, Miles. Before we get to that,
Okay.
I'm gonna save you because I got something right here that I gotta read.
Okay.
But right before we get to that, y'all watch anything good, man? I need some shows. I need some suggestions.
So the Vince Staples show, binge watched that.
It's on Netflix.
It was
right?
good. Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Vince Staples?
Yeah, Vince Staples show.
Check it out.
Shout out to him. One of my favorite rappers. I love his show. Invincible, the cartoon.
Facts. Hell yeah, that's on my list.
So Invincible, no, it's not Marvel. It's actually no, it's not DC either. It's actually it's actually the same. I don't know if you're familiar with
Bruce Willis?
No. I don't know if you're familiar with the boys that come on Amazon, the boys, but they're like it's just like type stuff. But they're from that same universe. The comic name is kind of blanking me right now, but yeah, they come from that universe. But yeah, Invincible is
first episode. You should watch the first episode, bro. That shit crazy.
The only thing I don't like about it is the wait in between.
That big pause they took.
They had a huge pause first between season 1 and then season 2. Then they took another pause. Well, it's on season 2, but it's on season 2 part 2. So they had like maybe the first 4 or 5 episodes of season 2 playing in November, and then they stopped in the second part of season 2.
Nah,
because they already planned it. They planned it before they planned it before the strike.
Okay.
The second part of season 2 just dropped last week.
Okay. I'm gonna check it out. What is it on? Zeus?
It's on Amazon.
Amazon. Okay, I'm gonna check it out.
He said it's on Zeus. You've been watching baddies for real, my boy.
Hey, I don't even freaking like stuff like that. But
you was on to it, huh?
Hey, I got it when they was coming in on wheelchairs and roller skates.
Oh my god.
Hey, was you by yourself watching that, Mouse?
Nah, man, I was.
That's what I knew, bro. You ain't
I
got
was-
to
I
say
was-
nothing
I was-
else, bro. That's the only time niggas watch shit like that,
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you
Yeah,
said
'cause
that.
I ain't
didn't wanna
just
say
change it to that
anything. I
at
didn't want to
all.
say anything. What I said the other day, people got mad at me. I was like, "Love is Blind," right? I said,
I can't stand
I
it.
said,
I
ain't
would
no dude
never.
gonna sit here and watch Love is
Never.
Blind
See?
like that.
See? What am I saying
and
right
so,
now?
Hold on. And so somebody
Tone
was
like it, though.
somebody was like, "Nah, man, you tripping." I know dudes that watch it. I say, the only dudes that's watching Love is Blind is either they watching it with their girl, or like they was at somebody's house and they had it on. They probably watched a couple episodes.
Or they legally blind.
And then it's like, shit, I might as well see what's up. Because I'll give you a prime example.
Yeah.
I was chilling and somebody was playing Love Ultimatum or whatever, right? I watched like episode 2,
Ultimatum is
3,
crazy.
4. And so when I got to the crib, I said, man,
Ultimatum?
I low-key want to see what happened. You know, so I watched the rest of the season.
So they
That's
did
the
a good job
only
at-
reason why somebody would watch some stuff like that.
Yeah, I can't just. Oh yeah, I'm going home to watch Love Is Blind. No.
Yeah, it's a hell
I'm
no.
going home to watch some Marvel or something like that.
Yeah, I
Love Is
can't,
Blind.
man.
Oh no. You want me to talk to a person on the other side of a wall?
Only thing
You could be a other. Whole time I'm getting to know you. You him? No, I can't do it.
I've been watching college basketball because you know they had the championship runs all this
The
week.
girls been going crazy.
Hey,
man.
Seem like the girls
The
been getting
LSU
turned up more.
Nah, the LSU versus South Carolina.
That game was wild, bro.
It's these new generation of girls.
Yeah.
So
They
shout out to them.
dunking.
Yeah, all type of stuff.
We saw some championship games with the men's. You know, they just wrapped up over the weekend.
Yeah, shout out North Carolina State. They got that win over NC. Shout out Auburn, SEC.
Auburn went over Florida.
Yeah,
and then
that was a good game.
was it Iowa State won? I think.
Yes.
Iowa State beat no. I think Iowa State won.
I forgot who they beat.
The Big 12
yeah,
championship. So shout out to them.
And Did you see the Long Beach State?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Hey, bro, I used to work over there, bro. So shout out to them, bro.
Yeah, shout out Long Beach State.
Hey, while y'all having a good Texas time, can I just say what was I watching?
You told us. You say you was watching baddies, man. You say you was falling in
say I was
love
watching
with
baddies.
wheelchairs and
I'm watching the original OGs. Mr. Rick on YouTube. Y'all got to get into it.
Okay.
It's picking up steam.
Yeah.
It's I think it's Atlas, the company. They the ones that's pushing the show.
Okay.
It's freaking off the hook. They just interviewed the Don Magic Wine.
Okay,
Bishop.
Yeah.
Bishop Don Magic.
I just looked at his
Respectfully.
Instagram the other day.
Hey, he just watched the latest interview on the original OGs.
Yeah.
With Mr. Rick. Mr. Rick is a friend of mine though as well, but he's taking off, and basically he just showing all the original OGs and how they became OGs.
Yeah.
And this is the OGs in every field of whatever genre
culture.
that is. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Man, I just love being black, man.
Yeah. We got so
and
much.
I say
You
that
love that show then.
Well, yeah, not for sure, and I'm definitely gonna check it out. I just love being black, just because like the fact that you saying like Bishop Don Magic Wand, like everybody in this room know who Bishop Don Magic Wand is. You know what I'm saying? Like
everybody.
You know
that's
what I'm
like
saying?
Macaroni Tony in Houston. Everybody know.
Everybody know who that is, but I'm just like that's like culturally like, you know what I'm saying, that's something that's familiar. You know what I'm saying? That's something that, you know, maybe others may not necessarily like, you know, be too familiar with. So I just think that's super dope.
Yeah.
Have
y'all been seeing Could Have Been House on YouTube? Drewski show?
Could have been.
Could have been.
Yeah. Shout out to
I've seen some of the clips like the dudes fighting and shit.
Individual. What is he like? Is he an actor? Is he a comedian?
He a comedian, man. He all
funny. I know that.
Yeah.
Hey, I do have a question.
Go ahead.
When he ran from Birdman, was that real?
You gotta watch the show, man. It's in the show.
That's
it's all
real?
In the show. It's all in the show, man.
Oh my
Watch
God.
the show. It's good. It's good.
I want to watch it. I'm gonna watch it because I wanted to see. Was you really running from Birdman?
But all right, man. Now, Miles, getting back to your question.
Okay.
I'm gonna read a statement.
Yeah.
And I guess here can shine some light and let me know what he has to say about this.
I want to take a guess real quick because it's B. Anderson, right?
Yeah, that was yeah.
And when I look at it, it's spelled band right off the bat.
Yeah.
You feel me? I see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just, What?
I tell y'all, man.
What, man?
Nothing, bro.
Man, leave me alone, dude. Keon can't wait. He can't wait for the moment.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
Miles, man. Hey, you know, we got another Miles in the building. I know y'all can't see him, but we got
Shout
another
out, shout out
Miles
my
in
brother
Shout
Super
out
Miles
to
in the
building.
building.
I'm M-Y-L-E-S. He's M-I. You feel me? M-I is real cool.
Yeah, short for millionaire.
feel me?
We got Super Miles in the building, aka Millionaire Miles.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Big flexer.
Big
That's
seven.
my boy, man. Anything y'all hear me say about Super Miles, just know like that's been
About
my
what?
boy. Anything I say about Super Miles,
Oh,
Miles,
wow.
my boy Miles, just know, man, that's been my boy 20 plus.
Wow.
20 plus for real.
That's
no
a
cap.
brotherhood.
No, for real.
Facts. All right, Bando. I'm gonna read a little bit about your background, so if people don't know you, they can get a shine a little light on you.
Yeah.
Hailing from Arlington, Texas, Bando, formerly known as B. Anderson, is a thought-provoking, compelling artist who is using his platform to promote growth, self-awareness, and music based in emotion. Post-releasing multiple EPs, Bando has broadened his diversity while also showing his skill set and a clear evolution in his delivery and melodic flow. His name change from B. Anderson to Bando was made in 2020, described by him as exposing the true artistry of who Brandon Anderson really is.
That's dope.
Bando is his own entity.
Wow.
Bando teamed up with TDE veteran Isaiah Rashad for the anthemic and celebratory Payday in the late 2021. And the late breakout track has currently surpassed 7.5 million streams and counting. So, hey, that's one of my favorite songs by you, bro. If you ain't know.
Appreciate it, bro.
Since then, he has been paving his way, building upon the fundamental stepping stones of the music industry and showcasing his undeniable wordplay. That's fucking facts. I just want y'all to know. His new single, Swim, which is fire, by the way, is currently gaining traction as he prepares the release of his new project, SNS, slated for a summer release. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Bando in the building.
Man, them is some accolades, bro.
All right, now this is what I gotta say about Bando.
I ain't got them type of accolades.
That's what I gotta say about Bando.
I just want a little bit of accolade. Turn into a hater that quick. Turn into a hater. You know, they can't even give him. Let him have it.
That's all good.
All right, so I met Bando, I want to say maybe about 3 years ago now, I want to say. I got invited to a brunch. I'm hanging out with a group of people. Everybody was cool, everybody was chill. They welcomed me in. We just kicking it, kicking, chopping it up. And, you know, I thought it was dope. Everybody in the group was from Texas. So I said, oh, damn, all these Texas people in L.A. We had like a Texas-style restaurant.
You got powered up.
We was at Saddle Ranch.
Your chest start glowing.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm in that bitch like Superman all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So, you know, after hanging out with him a couple times with the group, you know, you start meeting everybody individually, right?
Right.
So I didn't know everybody in the group did music.
Wow.
So it was dope because, you know, I started learning about each person individually. Like, this person does this person does that. Producer, artist, songwriter. I was like, dang, where do these people come from? And then so I think I hung with Bando a few times, had chilled with him at the crib. We watched the Super Bowl. And I didn't know he did music at the time.
Oh, yeah, I was just chilling.
We just chilling.
Okay.
And so then I heard Payday.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I said, damn. I said, it's you, bro? He was like, yeah.
Wow.
And then I started diving into his music, started listening to some more of his music. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, okay. Then we went to, I think, a studio session. And I heard some of the stuff at the studio. I'm like, yeah, dude, it's cold, man. So if you're not familiar with Bando, check out his music on all the platforms. Just search his name. He'll pop up. And just vibe, man. Just like they said, thought-provoking, wordplay, all that shit. So my boy got it.
So Bando, you more of like a melodic, smooth, jazzy type rapper, or you like go hard in the paint, or you like, you know, heavy in the bass, lyrical wordplay?
I'm a Swiss Army knife, bro.
Okay.
I definitely have a more of a melodic bass, but don't get it twisted, bro. Yeah.
You
heard if you heard the Payday song, you know.
Yeah.
So let's take us back, Bando.
Yeah.
Where were you? What were you doing when you first got started? How did it all pop off?
Man, that's crazy. So when I first started, bro, I was I really wasn't even rapping for real. I started late. And so my boy Super Miles, he was actually producing and he was doing really well. Had a deal with Def Jam, right?
Oh, dope,
and
bro.
And so, but this is my boy since like the third grade.
Yeah.
Right.
So you know, I felt really comfortable letting him know, you know, once I decided that I wanted to do music, that it was something that I was, you know, for real, about to go full force in. So when I told him about it, you know, he ain't really like try to play me to the side or nothing like that, which is something he could have did because he had took off really quickly. But instead he was just like, all right, if you for real, come to my crib. And I stayed at his crib for a week straight. We made a little 7-song EP. And ever since then, bro, it's kind of just been a continuous journey, bro. For real.
And what year that was?
That was 2014, bro.
Oh, wow.
So 10 years ago.
Okay.
To the day, yeah.
Oh, nice.
And so, like, in that time, man, like, what was influencing you to like even want to rap or start rapping? Like, was it something you seeing? Was it something you were doing?
So, bro, like I definitely got to give a lot of credit to my homies, my homie Dalton Smith and my homie Chaz French. Chaz French is an artist. He from the DMV, but he actually grew up with us. He went to high school with us out in Texas, and you know, with them, like I had always liked music, but I was never really comfortable enough where I was like just had the withdrawal to like make it. I just like liked it, but they kind of put me on like just a lot of music that I wasn't super familiar with, because like I was familiar with rap, but I wasn't really just that into it until I heard like the College Dropout, and then I got into like the Pharrells and the Clips, and
you wasn't into rap?
Lupe. Nah, when I was younger, I was into a lot of old school R&B. Like my dad is a huge Earth, Wind and Fire.
Like
nah, he's a huge Earth, Wind and Fire, Gap Band fan. You know, I've been a big OJ's fan as well because of my dad. So I knew about the Leverts for sure. And but my mom, her whole side of the family was out here. So when I was younger, I would be out here like half
West
of the
Coast?
time. Yeah. Out in Compton. So I'm sure y'all that are from LA are familiar with the Box, the TV station, you know, that show music videos and stuff like that. So that was the first time.
Like old school, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nah, yeah, when I was young, like, so I seen Through the Wire, the video. And when I seen that, I was like, oh, this sound different than anything I really even heard at the time. And then after that, like I said, like when I went to high school, I became a real big like Pharrell fan. I was like skateboarding and shit like that, like while everybody else. Yeah. So like I was into Pharrell, and that led me to the Clips. And then of course, like I was familiar with Slim Thug being from Texas, and you know he had partnered with Star Trek and then back in the day. So that's what really got me into it. And then by then, that's when I hooked up with my homie Dalton, and he was putting me on to everything from like the Wale's and the Elzai's to, you know, Jay Dilla.
You was being put on pretty good.
Yeah, I was being, but I got put on like very quickly, you know, like when I was in high school.
In a well-rounded way.
Yeah, for sure. But it wasn't just like, and of course, being in Texas, I was familiar with everything, like, you know, the big tucks and the tum-tums and the DSRs, but at the same time, like I'm still like familiar with the, you know, of course I'm familiar with Hove, but again, it's because of the Texas influence with UGK. And you know, I'm familiar with like a lot of like Texas really like unknowingly gave me a lot of knowledge about music outside of Texas, for real. You know what I'm saying? And then and then of course, like just being a 90s kid, early 2000s kid, like watching 106 in Park, you know what I'm saying? It got me into music, but yeah, those high school formative years really got me into it. And then linking with Miles after we graduated from high school, that's when it kind of just all came together for me.
So when it comes down to the ag, also known as Arlington, Texas, you know, was there anything in the act that helped shape you as far as the music, as far as your style? Like,
you know what? Honestly, yes, bro. Because so fun fact, I was in school the same time that GS Boys. I don't know if y'all heard of them, the ones who made the stanky leg. Yeah, they were in school like the same time we was in school. We all went to the same high school together. So if anything, that kind of just showed me that it was possible to make it out of, you know, out of Arlington, like musically, like regardless of, I guess, the type of music, like they just kind of showed me like, damn, like nigga, they was just in science class a week ago. Now they on BET dancing on stage. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, so it gave me kind of like hope to be like, damn, like I can make it out here and do something. I seen them, like I know I'm tighter than it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and I wasn't making music at the time, but I'm just saying, like, you know, as a kid, you kind of just have those feelings where it's like you see it, I can do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that kind of was a big motivational factor for me. And then on top of that, just to be honest, like I was kind of like pulled into music just because like all of my friends were mad successful from it. Like even to this day, like I have so many close friends that like have done amazing things in music. From Miles, my best friend from the 3rd grade, he's Grammy nominated. Chaz French was one of the first rap artists signed by Motown. My homie Cal Banks, who I went to college with, was we lived together, and now he's signed by TDE. you know, these are people that I that I grew up with, like literally that I'm very close with, that
you were
done these
destined to be
amazing
great.
things in music. I mean, yeah, bro, for real. Like I feel like I was just
Kinda
destined to be in that, you
like
know,
Future
field.
hanging out with the Dungeon family.
Exactly,
Yeah,
bro.
example.
Exactly, bro.
So when it came down to, all right, you get with Miles, you make this EP, you start getting some success from that.
Yeah.
You know, you start feeling it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know you probably get motivated to keep going. So is there any point where you feel like, you know, you wanted to quit, or you wanted to give up with it?
Man, I feel that way probably every other month, bro. But honestly, it's kind of like it's more so of like, it's funny. Me and Miles was probably talking about this like 2-3 weeks ago. It's kind of like, I think before I was having those feelings, but I think the motivating factor for me was kind of just like, you know, you've come this far, you know, so what? Like all you gonna do is, you know, like put yourself back if you quit. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been like lower than low, like financially, spiritually, but it's just like I've had to like really like dig into why that is, and it's always been the same thing, comparison. So once I kind of realized like that, you know, the things that made me feel lower, out of my control, that's when I kind of just realized, I'm like, well, you know, I made it this far, I ain't quit yet, and
Just do my thing.
yeah. And then beyond that, it's always it's a Nipsey Hussle interview from probably like 3-4 years before he passed, and I think it was on Big Boy, and he said, and it was the simplest thing, but he said the only difference between me and anybody else is that I ain't quit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So he was like, that's the only difference. I've gone through every emotion. So I'm just like, man, like I've been seeing like the highs of the highs, like, and I've seen people make it to, you know what I'm saying, people that are very close within, like, you know,
arm's
distance. So I'm just like,
But you are talking about an industry where people will look at it like, if you go after that, you're gonna fail.
yeah, for sure.
Like acting, rapping,
Yeah, just
NFL,
entertainment.
anything that's big, is people gonna be like, might as well go get a 9 to 5
because it's too big for people to see. You know what I'm saying? It's too big for people to see. So like sometimes
you
people
gotta fight through that.
People put their fear on you.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I think that's it too. I think a lot of people that put that fear in you have kind of limited themselves. So I think that's another thing I've always looked at. And that's another thing too. I wouldn't be anything. It does get easier, and I wouldn't be anything without like having a supportive family. My family is supportive as hell of me.
That helps a lot.
Like, of course, like,
they come to the shows and everything. They be
man,
there.
yeah,
Unc be there.
and it's been
Auntie be there.
They be there. They be there.
Excuse me, Auntie. Let me try and get this picture real quick.
They be there, and it's just like And another thing that keeps me pushing is just like, it's little things, like little wins that I've had myself. Like one of the biggest things was probably 2022. I was on tour with an artist named Sam Henshaw, and they had a stop in Dallas, and my dad was able to come. Like, my dad is the type of dude where he was very instrumental in me like finishing college and, you know, getting my education regardless of what I did after that.
You gonna walk this day
Type shit, because my dad never finished, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, nah, somebody gonna finish and it's gonna be you. So after I did, you know, and I kind of just wanted to go my own way, he was like, cool. But you know, when he was able to see me at the House of Blues, you know what I'm saying? It was just a moment, and like I shouted my dad out, and I damn near got emotional just because it was like, man, like all this time, like I've been doing this, and it's like I told you, nah, you gonna see, and it was like, and even still, like I still got so much more to go, but that moment, it was just like, it kind of all made sense to where it was just like, all right, now I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, because
you know what I'm saying?
you got to show people the vision. Like sometimes people can't see, you know, where you're trying to take it or where you're trying to go. Yeah. But sometimes when they see you on that stage, they see you in your element, they see you doing your thing. Yeah. They realize like, oh, nah, bro, got it.
This is it.
Because you know, sometimes people see stuff in you before you even see it. So
That's
like,
a fact.
It's you have that aspect, but then the aspect of when people see what you've been trying to tell them, it's a wholly different world because now it's like, wow, I don't know how big this guy's gonna be now.
Yeah.
Because he's been telling me he's gonna be big. He's been showing me. And now I see it
That's
now.
exactly
My own two
how
eyes.
I feel. Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's dope, bro. And you got a new track out right now called Swim, right?
Yeah. New joint called Swim, produced by Super Miles. It's doing pretty well, man. I'm really excited about it, about all the music that we got coming out.
And then you say you got a project coming out, right?
I do. I got a project called SNS, Sins and Sacraments. It's coming out. Probably my best work. It's amazing.
Wow.
For sure.
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
You feel like you making some heat.
Nah, like this, like it's been done for probably like a good 10 months and I listen to it no cap every day. Every day. Nah, it's that and more. It's that. For sure.
So
Wait, real quick, I wanted to ask them something before we got off the subject.
Yeah.
Like, I just went, a lot of people, we don't really hear a lot of shit like this before, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't talk about, like, their first year. Yeah, I'm about to get into that. I want to know, like, what was your first year? Because me and Star was kind of talking about this shit a little earlier, like what y'all were just talking about, like how it really takes, it get hard, you know what I mean? But you really got to stick into it. But
yeah,
nobody really talk about their first year with, like, and I mention this to people, like, even with my mom and stuff, and I'm letting them know how this music game is not what it appears to be until you really jump in.
Yeah.
Like, when you jump in, you start realizing, like, hold on, ain't no money in this shit. I'm putting money out, and I gotta
do everything.
Like, hold on, like, but you doing it because you doing it off of passion.
Yeah.
You know, so I really want you to, like, tap into, like, at least give me, like, what was that first, especially you saying you got into it late. Like, what was that first time when you finally, like, decided to take it seriously? You recording the project, you dropped the project, and it's like, hold on, like, I really gotta put in work. Like, what was your first year like when, like, as an artist when you put that work in?
So I'll give you two, bro, because, like, I'll give you my first year, like, and then I'll give you my first year in LA.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So so my first year, bro, like, I ain't even gonna lie, like, after I made the project with Miles, it kind of spread in Dallas like wildfire. Like, I made the project. I had my first, like, and it's bad the way that happened because, like, I made the project within a week. I had a publication called Central Track in Dallas that was pretty well known. I had an article that was like this is the next person to watch in Dallas. And then, like, mind you, I'm in school at this point. I still got like a year and some change left to go. Yeah, I'm in college. I'm going to UNT at this point. And by that summer, like I think so, the project came out in February. That March, we went to South by Southwest. I was performing with this, which is crazy because they really some scam artists. But it's this company called Coast to Coast Mixtapes. I don't know if y'all familiar. Yeah. So I did they had this competition at South by Southwest where it was like they had 3 days of people performing, and it was like 90 plus performances. Mind you, this is my first time performing. And I came in third place, like, out of 90 some performances. Like, OG Ron C was one of the judges. Like, yeah, so, like, it was that. And then that summer, like, they invited us to go on tour with them. Mind you, this is my first project. I've only performed like once or twice. Like, so I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, oh shit, it's lit. Like, this is what's supposed to happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? So go on the whole tour. We drove from Texas to Ohio to Baltimore to New Jersey to North Carolina to Miami back home. Yeah, no, we did the whole East Coast, like, New York too. So,
real tour,
bro. Yeah, this is my first. Bro, this came out the gate with it. This is first 4 or 5 months, bro. So, like, I'm like, yeah, like, it's lit. But then I came home. And I'm just like, you know what? Like, fuck it. Am I just gonna drop out of school? Is this gonna be like it? And I remember having this conversation with my dad, like I promise you, like, it was yesterday. And he was just like, I mean, this is good that this is happening for you, but, like, do you really just want to, like, throw all this away? Because by that point, I was like about 3.5 years in school. Like, I was almost done.
Yeah, you damn near at the end.
Yeah, I was almost done. Like I said, I had a year left. So I was like, man, like, I had to make that decision, and I was just like,
My
fuck
dad
it.
would have said, "School ain't going nowhere."
Nah, and that was the thing, though, bro. But you know what? I was so
Better get that
glad,
bird in the hand.
bro. I was
Bird
so
in the hand, better than
glad,
the bird in the bush.
bro. I was so glad that I listened, and I just was like, fuck it. I'm gonna just sit down and I'm gonna just finish. Cause I did that, and then like I tried to come back out, and it wasn't the same. Like I came back out and I like made like a couple more songs and it was cool, but it was just like.
So you kind of feel like you should have hopped on that wave.
I initially, of course,
Instead
of course,
let
I
school
did.
wait for a minute.
Yeah, of course. But then at the same time, I was like, man, but I have a feeling and a sense of completion now. Like so,
You accomplished.
You don't have that regret, like I didn't finish. Like,
still accomplished
I was like at the end of the day, I set out what I was trying to do.
You made Pop
I was
proud, too, with that, 'cause
I was
that
the first. I was the first dude in my family to graduate for real. Like you know what I'm saying. So I was like, I did that. You know what I'm saying.
So if something happened,
you got something to follow on.
I got something to fall back on.
Because me and Star was talking about this earlier too. It was like how school, did you capitalize? I was going to say, did you capitalize while you was in school, or what? While you was in college, was it like a music or college? So while I'm in college, I'm gonna focus all on college, or did he utilize the network? Because me and Star was talking about that.
Bro,
like, man, I wish I knew back then. Well, I knew now. Like, if I knew back in high school, like, I took it seriously. I could have been slinging my own mixtapes and and been popping like
But that's the thing though, bro. Hindsight is always 20/20. Hindsight is always 20/20.
Exactly,
So you always got to think of it like that. Like you not gonna know everything that you gonna know once you get out of school.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but I'll say this: I for sure use my network. It's so many people that I went to school with, specifically in Texas,
especially at UNT,
that are so successful in music and that are so what?
Listen, I'm telling you, I was at that brunch. I was at that brunch, shocked. Like y'all all do music.
Man, what?
And
I'm
everybody
trying
from
to
Texas?
tell you, like Toby Nwigwe went to UNT.
really?
Yeah, like, and it's so many people that went to that school, and just more so like
How you say his last name?
Nwigwe.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just like, but all the connections that I made there actually helped me, like as far as like in the Dallas music scene, like after I left school, because it was so many people. Shout out my boy Coach Tev. Shout out everybody that went to school out there, because that's what like really like helped me as far as like regaining my wave back, like in the Dallas music scene, because it was so many people that I was familiar with that I came up with in school. And then everybody just came to Dallas and just started going crazy. So much so that like that's what made me come to LA, because I felt like I had done so much in Dallas. I put out another project. I got kind of like that wave back, and I'll never forget, we did a show in 2019 right before I moved, and we sold out. There's a performance venue in Dallas. It's not there anymore. We actually did the last show there. It's called Curtain Club, and we sold it out with my cousin Matt Swagnew, with a couple other artists. But yeah, we did that show, and after we did that and we sold it out, I was like, okay, my work is done here.
So would you say you have a fan base?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How big?
I mean,
Enough to sell a show?
I mean, if I go to Dallas, I could definitely sell out like a 200, 250 venue.
So you want to get it? Is it up? You have one out here?
Yeah, I do. I mean, when I was out here performing, when I did the show with Sam, I did what was that, 500 venue? Yeah, the Roxy.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then like going back to UNT, man. Like, so when I was in school, I was the explorer. I was going to every school. I was finding the best of the best.
So you went to UNT too?
I did not.
Okay.
I went to
Baylor.
I went to Baylor.
Yeah.
But I was the one going get everybody to bring to Baylor. So Baylor was a PWI. And I realized quickly it wasn't a lot of niggas there. So what I did was I went and found me some niggas at every other school.
PWI, predominantly white institution.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I went and found all the other ones and brought them all to my school. So I stumbled upon UNT. And it was like finding gold.
Hey, man.
Everybody I met was cool.
They had the niggas.
They had all the baddies there. I said, hey, I need y'all to come down. So our boy Ant, I bring Ant down. Ant would bring our other boy Waka. And then before you knew it, all these people were coming down from UNT. So when I graduated from Baylor, I ended up living in Dallas. I was working out there. And I was literally 15 minutes from UNT. So you know where I spent my weekends. Oh, yeah. So I was on Fry Street. Yeah. I was eating that Crooked Crust. Yeah. I was at all them little spots out there at
the garage.
What's that? The Fat Max and all that.
I feel so left out.
So
I feel so left out in this conversation,
bro. It's
so
a Texas thing, bro.
But it's cool though because like he's saying, a lot of them connections I met at UNT when I got to LA, a lot of them people were here or had ties to people here. Yeah. So it'd be like, oh, I went to UNT. I said, oh shit. Okay, I know, blah, 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 blah. And then we always knew all the same people. Yeah. And you know, when you network with people and you have a mutual person in common, you automatically locked in after that. Yeah. So that was dope, man. So so I'm actually this question. It's gonna be a tough question, man. I want you to take your time to think about it. All right. If you had to choose 3 favorite artists that shaped your whole career, who would these 3 artists be?
Ye, Lupe, and Cole.
That's crazy because he that's kind of like what Ye said. Oh, I shaped everybody hip hop for the past 20 years. Yeah. And you started off with him.
Yeah, just because like beyond like what, you know, Kanye has kind of turned into, I mean, he's been a continuously like growing and changing type of artist, and I'm okay with, you know, not necessarily growing all the way with, you know, what he's become.
So not but Kendrick. Kendrick didn't influence you.
We were in a different world, but I can say he has some influence on me, but I was more relatable to Cole, honestly.
Okay, so is it Cole? Because I hear like when I'm hearing you in your song, I don't know what it was I posted. Yeah, my bad, but.
It's swim probably.
Swim? Yeah, Swim. I'm like, man, I get like notes of Kendrick.
Yeah, and he had an influence. Yeah, no, for sure. And he had an influence on me for sure. Like if we would have went up to 5 artists, I probably would have named him too. Okay. Yeah. But just when we talk about like artists that like brought me into like the fold, Kanye is what made me realize it was okay to be different. Lupe is what made me realize that, you know, it was okay to be smart. You know what I'm saying? And still like be a real student of lyricism.
A college student, bro. Like, that's probably where you relate to anyway. Like, okay. When you got into music, you know, you like, damn, Kanye a college nigga too. Like,
exactly, bro. And then same with Cole though. Like, you know, like that's that's when I realized I'm like, okay, you can be a cool nigga in school and like people still relate to you and, you know, have a real connection with you. So that's like, it was those 3 for real. But like, I mean, I know you said 3, but like Pharrell had a big impact on me. Like Kendrick had a big impact on me. You know what I'm saying? So
you said Vince Staples too, right? You said he's one of your favorite artists right now.
Man, love him, love him. He's amazing.
So what Texas artists would you say? Were you jamming back then? When you was discovering music, you was vibing music. What Texas artists were you listening to at that time?
Back then, I mean, of course, like just being back home, you know, like we loved K Bezo, we love Big Tuck, DSR, Tum Tum.
I wish I was first in these rappers.
Man, go do your research, man. I need
like a list of all of them, just so I can listen and have my own opinion.
When we're done with this, like I would definitely like give you a crash course in like a lot of like underground Dallas talent because
I'm sure it's not just me.
Deep history.
I'm sure it's like
a very deep history
that's being used now by artists like Sexy Red and other artists to now promote themselves and come out again.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's so wild. Like a lot of these artists. It's a lot of these artists, even like the bigger artists. Like, I mean, I'm sure you know Erykah Badu is from Dallas. Yeah. I mean, like a lot of these artists like that really came and like made they way like in the music industry are from or have like stepped through Dallas and gotten, you know, they real footing.
So what is that? So like, you know, a lot of the times what I'm hearing, it sounds like Dallas is kind of like a Memphis. You know what I mean? Where it's like you can like Dallas, this place, or Texas. This place is like a magical place that produces legendary people and really talented people, different type of people.
So I'll break it down for you. In the music business, right? I have a label, right? And you think of a business, you want to have a wide audience. You want to have a lot of customers, right? So if, let's say my first artist is a West Coast artist, right? That means I have the whole West Coast region. Eventually that's going to tie into this artist. They're going to rock with this artist. And eventually I can try to get more artists across the country.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Now let's say my next artist I sign is from the Midwest. Now I got 2 artists, I got 2 regions on lock, and I got other little spots across the country that people are rocking with my artists. My next artist may be from the East Coast. So now I got boom, boom, boom. But I still want to get those pockets, right? I want to get those smaller areas.
Right.
I'm going to go find me somebody from Memphis. I'm going to go find me somebody from Texas or Louisiana. I'm going to go find me somebody from Florida to sew up those other regions.
Yeah.
So when you
almost like running for president.
Correct. So when you're looking at labels, you'll see that a lot now. These labels will start pulling people from multiple different areas.
regions.
Yeah, because like smaller labels are gonna get everybody from the same spot. Like CMG, right? CMG has a lot of people from Memphis, Tennessee, or from the southern region, right?
Yeah.
But it's like when you start looking at those bigger labels, you start saying, "Dang, they got somebody from everywhere," and so that's how you generate more money and get more people in.
Now that makes a lot of sense, and I understand where you're coming from. I meant more of like a musical history. Like, is Texas this place that's so rich in musical history that it kind of created these talented people, or is it that
It's all in the ground.
Yeah.
it's money?
No. It's all in the ground.
Literally.
It's like the culture is so rich.
Yeah.
The environment is so full and rich of
you
so
can
much
literally
difference.
pull it out the ground.
We can go find somebody right now in East Texas, West Texas, and make them a superstar.
Is this because of the amount of people?
It's just not only just that, it's just because of the
Just
talent that you got
it's
there.
just the history and the lineage. It's just like it's so many people that you wouldn't even know is like that have some type of roots that's in Dallas, and it's just like in different facets too. Like I'll give you an example.
I got a good one for you.
Yeah, well,
which one you about to say?
No, I was just about to say somebody completely different. I went to elementary school with somebody that's very big in country music. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Maren Morris, but I sang a damn solo with her in 5th grade.
Wow.
Like, and she from Arlington, and she moved to Tennessee and went crazy out there. I'm just saying, like, it's so many like facets of music, like people that are from there that it's just like he said, it's a gold mine.
Post Malone.
Oh yeah, he from Grapevine. Yeah.
So I was in Dallas, living in Dallas.
Yeah.
I had just woke up and
Grapevine?
I hit our boy Ant up, and they said we going to the Post Malone show. I said, who the hell is Post Malone? And he said he seen that song White Iverson. I said, White Iverson. I said, what's that? And I listened to it. I said, y'all going to listen to a nigga that got one song? And he was like, yeah. And I said, hell no. And so little did I know that became my favorite song for a minute.
It's dope.
Hell yeah. And then so
You probably heard that song before.
I might have, not knowing I was
so
hearing it.
Post Malone left Dallas, came over here to the
LA.
West Coast.
Yeah. Start going
Look at him now.
crazy. You know who Post Malone is now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Post Malone did what you doing.
Yeah, in a sense.
Texas
I
to
mean,
Cali.
that's what a lot of people do though in music. Period. Like a lot of niggas, you either gonna go to 3 places, like
New York.
I feel like it's a starter package, like for artists. Like you either gonna go to, like he said, New York. You gonna go to the South. You know what I mean? And then you go either Atlanta, because that's like a black, that's predominantly black, or you gonna go to the West Coast. But that's what make also, but giving Texas its props, which is so unique because them niggas out there feel like they ain't gotta go nowhere, my nigga. Like them niggas out there feel like they can just chill and really just make money out there because they got their own underground hub.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like Paul Wall can still be Paul Wall in Texas and don't have to have no hit in California.
You gotta look at it like this though. People don't understand why that's the case, right? When you look at the top 15 cities in the US that are the largest, most of those cities are in Texas.
I was about to say.
So like you got Dallas, you got Houston, you got Austin, you got San Antonio. You got those cities alone are
Very populated.
are giant cities, right? With millions and millions of people. So if I just go do a show in just those cities, I don't have to go anywhere else. So a lot of those artists, you know, who've been around for a minute, they just stay in them little spots
And they win.
and they cash out, and we just take it on the road.
It's like hitting a slot machine that keep on hitting.
Yeah. So with that, Bando, we're gonna go into some topics.
For sure.
We're gonna talk about some things that's been going on. We're gonna do some quick hits on. We won't stay on too long.
Yeah.
But if you got any thoughts on any of this stuff, man, let us know.
So did we answer the question how you came up with Bando?
I mean, just real quick. So Bando is actually like just my nickname already. B Anderson was never supposed to be my rap name to begin with. Like we made the project so quick, and I ain't have a rap name, so I was just like first initial, last name.
Right.
I heard J. Cole do it. Cool.
Yeah.
But Bando is actually like my nickname because my name is Brandon Anderson, B. Anderson, Bando.
Okay.
So yeah, like people was calling me that in high school, like, you know what I'm saying, in college, and then and then when I, really came out here and really started taking music serious for real, that's when I was just like, all right, it's time to make the
What I will say is
full
this.
change.
Whatever the streets call you is your name.
That's a fact.
When people are trying to come up with a name, whatever your homies call you, the streets call you, everybody
That's
know
what
you
it
as,
is.
that's your name.
Yeah.
I remember when I got my name, right? It was 2 Keons in my high school. Both played football.
Yeah.
One was darker, and then so he used to call him Black.
Yeah.
And so I used to sell snacks and food, and I was hustling all through the hallways.
Yeah.
So they'd be like, "Y'all seen Keon?" They'd be like, "Who? Black or the Hustler?"
Yeah.
And then
Keon
over
the
time,
Hustler.
That's how you got the hustle.
and over time,
Yeah.
everybody kept saying Keon the Hustler, Keon the Hustler, Keon the Hustler. So one day I was on Twitter and I was making my Twitter. And back then you could change your name as many times as you want.
Yeah.
And I was trying to think of a name. So my nickname I gave myself back then was Kmart. Everybody knew me as Kmart, kind of like
hard.
the Anderson,
stuff. Like the
Kinda
store.
selling stuff, right?
Yeah.
So everybody knew me as Kmart.
Yeah.
So when I was on Twitter, I'm like, dang, I need a name. So I typed in Keon the Hustler, but I put THE. It was too many characters.
Yeah.
And
so
so I put DA, and I was like, it fit perfectly. I had just enough. And so that's how I got the name Keon the
Oh,
Hustler.
that's dope.
that's hard.
So whatever the streets call you, that's your name. Go with it, man.
Nah, you
Go
know
with
any
it.
facts about
So-
that? Because I'm a nigga that changes his name like 20 times, bro. Before I became with Juice. But then I chose that, bro, because like I got to the point where, like you said, I wanted to tap in. This past few years when I changed it to this, I really wanted, when I started to rebrand myself, I wanted to tap into something that just felt organic and to like close to my home. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I tapped into Slauson Ave Juice, with my name being Julius. But I tried a lot of things like Caesar and, Cool Kid and all the type of shit, trying to be cool. But like you said, the name that people call you in the streets, or in the name that your family call you, like, that is your name, and gotta think, because your family, your neighborhood is what? That's your community. So when
Those are your first fans.
That's a
those
fact,
are your
bro.
first fans,
That's a
bro.
fact,
Like,
bro.
and so when you really tap in, like, even though we try to go elsewhere with our sound and shit, but if you notice, when you really tap into your home, your stomping ground, my nigga, niggas really start getting more attracted to you, because now they feel one, they part of your growth. Like when y'all was talking about football with the South, football, you niggas be like tapped into football in the South because they feel connected to the team. That's how they feel about you when you really connect to your soil.
I remember I tried to change my name once.
So what?
So when I left,
Besides Kmart,
when I left school and I moved to Waco, I had just started hosting parties, right?
Okay.
And I was the MC.
Oh, you had that promoter bag. You
And
was that
Waco's a
promoter
big
bag.
city.
Yeah, it's fairly nice
sounds
size.
small, bro.
Waco's like what size of LA?
Waco,
Nah.
nah. Waco is like one of them places where it's like it's big as far as the college town. Like it's a college town though.
Yeah, it would be like a Long Beach.
Oh,
it'd be like a Pasadena.
Yeah,
Okay.
it'd be like
For sure,
Pasadena.
Pasadena.
So
But y'all got a Pasadena.
yeah, we do.
They
It's in Houston.
Pasadena, Texas.
Pasadena, Texas named theyself after Pasadena, California,
I bet.
because of how beautiful it looks. They said. That's what I read.
I don't know, man.
As a
Maybe.
side note, Pasadena native.
Somebody from Pasadena would know that fact. That's crazy.
Because we don't even know they got a Pasadena, California, Texas.
What?
Nah, bro.
Bro, we know it was Pasadena, Texas.
Yeah, he got to be all.
I'm trying to tell you, when you in Texas, all right, let me explain
Texas
this.
is so
If
big.
you don't understand how this works,
It is.
if you from Texas, you only know about a few states. You know California's over here. You know Louisiana. You know Florida.
You know New York up north.
And you know that whole little top up there.
That's all New
That's
York.
all New York.
That's all New
Maine, Delaware, DC, all that's New York.
I be forgetting Vermont is a state for sure.
We like
Wyoming? Oh nah.
we like to think Atlanta is a state.
That's a fact.
That's not even no cap.
Wow. I ain't gonna lie.
That whole middle, somewhere up there in Chicago. That's all we know. So
Ohio up there
so when
somewhere
people trying to
too.
tell me like, oh yeah, I'm from such and such, I don't really care.
Because Texas is so
New
big.
Hampshire, like, hold on.
I'm like, new.
But now growing up, traveling more, seeing more, I put a lot more respect on people's places because I've seen it. I have a respect for it. I rock with it. Cities like Omaha.
Nah, I don't have respect for Omaha. I hate Nebraska, and I'm sorry if it's anybody from
Whoa,
Nebraska that's watching this.
strong.
I'll never go back to Nebraska
Some
ever
of the
again.
best food I've ever had is in Omaha, bro.
Some of the best what?
Some of the best food I ever had was in Omaha.
I'll
dog.
never go back to Nebraska.
Why, what happened?
Because the first day I got in Nebraska, I got pulled over and got a ticket.
Dang.
Yes, bro. And like
We gotta run it back, bro. I gotta put you on, bro. There's some shit out there,
I'm
boy.
okay.
There's
I'm
some
okay.
shit out there.
I'm okay.
Hey, I drove around 2 hours looking for
Was
this.
it a racist experience?
I mean, I'll tell you this. I got in the cop car and he showed me his pistols for no reason.
He just happened
And
to be
I was
out there.
going about 7 miles over the speed limit. So I'll let
that's
you make
crazy.
your own interpretation from that. But yeah, I won't go back to
strong out
Nebraska.
there.
I won't go back. I won't go back.
But
We
yeah,
don't
man.
like
So
your
I got a
kind
little more
around
respect
here.
now for people's places, man.
No,
Now
that's a
that I've
fact.
seen.
Just not Nebraska. But that's a fact though.
All right, let's get into some of these topics, man. I know we ain't got a lot of time. Kanye West and Ty Dolla Sign, they have an interview with Big Boy. Did y'all see that?
Yeah, I saw a little bit.
I saw parts.
It was pretty dope. It was
I
pretty
didn't
dope.
watch it.
I got to check it out. Basically, they just went over like how they came about, how they started working together. They talked about kind of like some influences, things they want to do, how they complement each other, and just things that they've been dealing with and working on with this album. You know, for Ty Dolla Sign, people told him not to work with Ye, that he might be career suicide, things like that. And Dolla Sign was like he believed in Ye because everything Ye said he was gonna do, he did, and he got to see it. And so by this album going #1, the song going #1. Ye and Ty Dolla Sign basically felt like it was like a fuck you to all those people who were like hating and saying that it wouldn't work and it was career suicide and stuff like that. And then they have, they have 2 more that they're working on as well, Vultures 2 and 3. Ye, had that infamous portion of it where he said like he made all the genres of music for the last 20 years, and a lot of people was like, he's not lying. But of course, there's always one. Shout out to Boosie Boo. Lil Boosie was like, you ain't make Boosie genre. And so Kanye came out and was like, Wipe Me Down came out in 2007. I am not responsible for anything or whatever that genre is called.
He said that?
Yeah, he said that.
Oh,
But
damn.
now, what I would say, just not going off of it too far, growing up, I don't know how I was in Dallas. I know where I was at. Boosie was him.
Boosie was who?
So no, Boosie
Him as in
and
Ye or him
I
as in
understand
that
that.
guy?
I understand that being in Baton Rouge. So I have a different connection to Boosie than a lot of different people because my entire family pretty much went to LSU.
Yeah.
So that being said, we have a lot of ties to Baton Rouge.
Mm-hmm.
So I was familiar with Boosie very early, even before Wipe Me Down.
Yeah. Oh no. Hey.
So yeah.
All
Same thing with Kevin Gates.
I wanted to be Lil Boosie when I was younger, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Because he had that many hits.
Yeah, nah, he had hits,
Boosie had a
bro.
nice run. And low key still going.
Man, you had
like
I used to play Boosie during the basketball games while people were shooting free throws.
Bro, the whole Trill fam, like Savage Life with
Lil
him,
Fat,
Lil Fat,
Mouse.
bro, that's what I'm saying.
Mouse on the
Feeling
track.
myself,
Yeah, this is
bro,
I feel
so
so
I'ma give it that
I'm
lumber.
man,
Do what you do,
like
but watch
my
You gotta think, Miles,
shoes.
we from the West Coast, so
I
and
know.
unless you really tapped in, like you said,
Into-
to the
into-
LimeWire days,
man.
or on the My mixtapes and was tapping in, you're not gonna really.
Hey, but
know.
you wasn't even getting it from there,
Well,
bro.
the whole Texas
We-
culture, they got the whole
That's
right
what I'm
side
saying.
of the
Y'all
You
They
had to
go
go to the
lot.
barbershops. You had to go to the park. You had to have an uncle, cousin, somebody to put you on.
Nah, and I ain't even gonna lie. I gotta shout out my boy Miles again, bro. This nigga used to make I would give this nigga lists of songs and he would burn me CDs. Bro, I probably owe this nigga I ain't even gonna lie, hundreds of dollars. I would say bro, ask this nigga if I'm lying. I would
But
give
Miles
him
likes music,
bro,
though.
I would give him lists.
Producer. So you was just producing.
Bro, lists
early
weekly,
age. At an
bro.
early age.
He was risking all type of shit on his computer.
All the viruses,
Bro,
everything.
all the viruses to give me lists.
To make sure
bro,
you had what you
this
needed.
nigga would give me mixtapes, bro, of just song. I would literally write down lists, bro, weekly, bro. I still got like in my crib back in Texas, bro. I still got like burnt CDs of this, like, bro. Like
good?
that's what I'm saying, bro.
They
What?
still go hard.
I'm trying
CDs.
to tell you, bro. They got all the joints on there, bro. Like,
I'm gonna ask this so we can put this to rest.
What's up?
Was any Kanye on the mixtapes?
yeah.
But this the thing is, this was back then though. You know, back then this when Ye was fresh, brand new.
This,
Kanye
I'm talking
was
about
dope.
this was like he was putting like Kanye to the like
Yeah,
leaks
yeah.
like on there.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
Niggas
killing these
say
niggas on this
Kanye
lyrical
wasn't
shit.
playing.
Mayonnaise color Benz, I push miracle whips.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that's
Y'all
what I'm
just
saying.
proving Kanye right.
That's all I'm saying, bro. People been saying like niggas wasn't playing Kanye in the hood. And I'm
No,
like,
he talking about now. We talking about now is when he's saying that.
Nah,
we
he's
not
saying
saying
then, bro. He said I used to
no.
make niggas cry, man. He said my music da da da.
Hey, that's 100% facts. Cause going through some things, man, Father God, I've been betrayed. Man, hey, tell you right now, it's been some nights, man. You been jamming that Boosie, man.
Boosie is dope.
Boosie, nah, he like
Hey.
that. He a little
He the
crazy.
Southern
He a little-
I don't think
If you
Boosie
ain't,
can get off.
if you
but
ain't
he's
from,
a legend.
if you ain't
Boosie
from
fell
there,
off?
Huh? Do I think he fell off? No, I just
I don't think
he,
Boosie can fall off.
No, I said he a little off in the head.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, I said he a little off, but nah, he a legend for
he
sure.
was eating them pancakes and breakfast.
Yeah,
He like,
banged
Boosie,
on
what's
J.
wrong,
Cole,
man?
Y'all see him bang on J. Cole?
Really?
Hey, I don't really like that though.
Boosie was
Like,
drunk as hell. He was drunk as hell. He was happy as hell though. When Boosie get happy, you don't know what to do. He was like, shit.
Boosie was. Y'all seen when he was dancing on the side of the court?
Oh man,
Courtside?
yeah, they get that boy courtside seats, man. He turned up every game.
I said, boy, this nigga Boosie.
So-
man, there was so many gems in that Kanye thing, though, bro. Like, what?
Yeah, I need to check
like,
it out.
Whether like in that Kanye interview, I really enjoyed it because he talked about the streaming shit. He talked about how he was why he was put. Like, he even highlighted Ty Dolla $ign. Like, the reason why he messed with Ty is because Ty is so talented with instruments, and he don't play instruments. You know what I mean? He tapped in with the Jesus thing. Everybody was really on his head about like how thinking he not a man of faith no more, but. I took it from what he was saying was you got to put in work. You can't just rely on prayer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just feel like that interview Kanye did what he normally do. He sound like he crazy, but man, bruh be really dropping gems sometimes if you really pay
Facts.
attention to him.
Yeah.
Facts.
Sometimes people don't realize like delivery may be sometimes people's delivery may be a little off, but you got to listen to the content of the message and then break it down and interpret it yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you only go by the delivery, you'll miss a lot of gems and a lot of people's messages.
Facts, bro.
So moving on, Glorilla meets Joe Biden at the White House of all places. Now I see this.
I didn't see that.
I see this. Big Glow and Sleepy Joe are hanging out together in the White House. And I just want to know what the hell is going on.
Hey man,
The country is in trouble. Send help. The country is in trouble.
Big
was
Glow
that,
and Sleepy
though?
Joe
Like,
is hilarious.
He's reaching.
Like did Kamala
Sleepy
eat
Joe
that
trying to
up?
grab the black community.
No, let me tell you, Kamala is hanging out with Fat Joe. So
Yeah,
you
I
got
saw
They're
him.
just trying
I
to grab
saw
the
him
black
there.
community. That's all.
I get that, but it just it blew my mind. Like 'cause
And
my
is they
bingo
reaching
card,
a little bit too far?
My bingo card did not have Sleepy Joe and Big Glow on it, hanging out together doing selfie videos.
I would have won that bet.
I don't know. It's just like I kind of see that stuff, and it's just like now that I'm older now, I'm not super political, but it's just like it don't take like a genius to see like kind of like
What's
the
going on,
yeah,
what's
like the
happening.
propaganda. So it's just like, man,
How much you think they pay her?
I mean, regardless if that, well, I mean,
As artists, you gonna do that for free.
it may not.
It's good PR for
publicity.
both.
Look, Leah,
Super Bowl.
it may not have even been a payment. It may be like an agreement to some type of
publicity
pardon. Nah, like it could have been deep. It could have been like they could have
Let your cousin out of jail.
type
We gonna
shit.
let
Like you
Tyrone
know
out
what
of
I'm
jail?
saying? It could have been something like that. To
you
where
just black.
You just never know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
so,
like
yeah.
a lot of these conversations happen, backroom deals and stuff like that.
Bro.
When you get that, the White House calls you, Bando.
Yeah.
And they say, hey, we need you to come up here. We need you to do an A and B selection. And we need you to take a picture with
they're not gonna do that because I've already like had my stance on Swim. I literally say something about the vice president.
No, I get that, but I'm saying, I'm not talking about today, right now. I'm saying just in general, 5 years from now, 10 years, whatever.
Whoever the president is.
Whoever the president is, they call you up and they say we need to do an A and B selection.
Like Eazy-E.
Are you pulling up?
What's that check looking like?
Ain't no check.
No check?
No check. They just want you to come on the White House and they want you to perform for the president, the first lady, the vice president, and all the White House staff.
I'm gonna tell you, that's scary. Just knowing that y'all looking at me.
Man, look, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. My granny's still alive, so if she cool with it, I'll probably go. I ain't even gonna lie.
All right.
I ain't even
I
gonna
rock
lie.
with it.
I think it should be based off of like it depend on like you said, depend on who it is, right?
Yeah, nah, for
I think
sure.
It depend on like say if it was Barack back then or something. You really
Yeah,
like,
or
you might do that off a rip just because
I ain't gonna cap. Niggas ain't even fucking with Oprah right now, but if she was the president, I may fuck around and just go, off the man. I'm gonna be a part of history.
Exactly. So it's like if you respect,
That's all I'm saying. I'm like, shit. I'm trying to be.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I know it's not on the paper, but I did have this in my notes. But since we talking about it, because I don't know who's gonna go political. Did y'all hear about the Trump shit? What he said, like it's gonna be a bloodbath. Y'all hear that part?
Nah.
I mean, I didn't hear that, but I'll say this too, and it's just like, again, I'm not super political. Anybody that's watching this, please take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. But it's ignorance on both sides. For example, what we just said about Joe Biden and the propaganda, yes. But also, did y'all hear when Trump was like saying like, oh yeah, you know, I got the black vote because they messing with me. They got my mugshot on their shirts. So you know they really gonna rock with me. It's like, bro, like he said this out loud. Regardless if they do it or not, when you have a candidate that believes that wholeheartedly and will say that out of their mouth, it's just like, bro.
But it's true.
But you got to look at it like this.
Who are these people, Miles?
You're saying they're like placed there as bait, like as like plants.
It's not even that. It's just the fact that that's a dividing statement. So it's one person that's like, I can't believe he said that, and it's another person that may be down the street that may be like, hell yeah, nigga, Trump, nigga, I got his mugshot on my shit. Hell yeah, nigga, that nigga down for the cause. And it's like, bro,
what the hell?
Who are you,
bro? You know it's divisive, bro, and I feel like that's what all of this is for. It's to divide people.
Yeah.
And you also got to look at this.
It's a game. To me, it's a game.
Yeah.
Trump is also a person who is very he's not great at delivery.
Right.
He could be telling you something. He could be telling you something that has some truth to it, but the way it comes out
about it all wrong.
Sounds completely crazy.
That's a fact.
And it's just like, what the hell? Prime example.
That's like Miles.
Prime example. Trump comes out and he makes this Space Force. Remember when he made the Space Force?
Yeah.
They got all this Space Force. We got a whole division, a branch of military services and all that Space Force.
Yeah.
And they were like, why the hell we got a Space Force? He was like, yeah, because we're going to protect the universe and blah, blah, blah. Everybody like, what the hell is he talking about? Next thing you know, UFOs have been confirmed, blah, blah, blah. And this, and this. It's just like, some stuff, man, he just be talking. You just be like, bro, crazy. And then later on you find out, oh, shit. Hey, here's some truth to what he was saying. He just ain't tell you
but he just
everything.
went about it all type of crazy.
Hey, you know what it is? It's somebody who like they wrote the notes for. Just read the page, sir. Just read the page. He read the first word here.
He going off page, yeah. Fuck it, off script.
They here, so I'm gonna put some niggas to protect us.
Yeah.
All right, next subject.
Yeah.
That's how.
And by the way, if y'all wanted to know, like, yeah, bro, it's crazy.
All right, moving on. NAACP Awards was over the weekend. We had Usher win Entertainer of the Year. He also won the President Award. We had Motion Picture of the Year was Color Purple. Best Actress in the Motion Picture was Fantasia. Best Actor in the Motion Picture was Coleman Domingo. We got Actor in the Drama Series was Damson Idris.
Tough.
So we had some dope people and some dope projects win at the award show. I thought that was pretty cool, man, just to see. I think 85 South won an award too as well. So
that's love, man.
So,
I love 85 South, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy to see how far their platform has gone, especially from like going from Wildin' Out to even before that, like
the transition.
The transition. Shout out Chico Bean, Carlos Miller, DC Young
They
Fly,
capitalized off of it.
their entire
Joe,
team. Yeah,
all
their
of
entire team. We got a homegirl that worked for them too. So yeah, shout out to her. But
Bro, you know
yeah.
what's crazy, bro? I was in Atlanta when it popped off.
Yeah.
So I got to see like from day one to now, bro.
Yeah.
I was going to the small shows when it was just 50, 100 people in these small towns like Charlotte.
Yeah.
And so like some of my family worked with them because they all came from Steve.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so like I got to see the transition of this to who they are now.
Yeah, the
It's
fact
crazy
that
to
they
see.
have their own like app and they just whole like platform. Shout out Helen Hailu. Yeah, man, it's just a lot going on over there now.
So speaking of a lot going on, you know, people in Texas right now are praying. Pornhub has been banned in the state of Texas.
Hey man, I thought it was really about to get serious. I'm like, damn, we praying. All right, for sure.
Pornhub was banned in Texas.
Yeah, you heard about that?
Nah.
So right now, you know, some folks going through it. There's like a giant surge in VPNs to try and find a way around it to get on Pornhub. But yeah, man. So Pornhub was banned in Texas. So I thought it was funny.
Wasn't it like
What did they ban it for?
I think wasn't it like
The
about
age restriction law.
the age restriction where it was just like they were like disagreeing about like selecting the age restriction, which people lie about anyway.
Right.
But yeah,
Right.
I think that was like the main.
Because I was definitely on Black
discourse
Planet
behind
when
it.
I was not supposed to be on Black Planet.
Oh what, bro?
Birthday was definitely changed.
Black Planet back page, bro. We was young doing
Hey,
the
man,
crazy
Urban
shit.
Chats.
Urban. Yo, I had an Urban Chat.
Hey, I know, my boy.
Hey, oh my gosh,
taking
I
you
had
back.
an Urban
Taking
Chat,
you back.
and I was on there 25, looking like a damn 12-year-old,
In high
bro.
school.
Yeah,
Tags.
what?
It was a lot of them sites,
Bro,
man.
they flagged the fuck out my page, man.
All right. More sad news. Power Book 2 Ghost is having its last season with season 4. Now I know two gentlemen specifically who love this show, 1 and 2. Who always talk about how you feel about that, man. You sad? You happy?
Man, you know what?
Is it time?
Everything has its day. I think what is it, the 4th season?
4th season, man.
I think all jokes aside, it kind of sucks that they didn't make it to 5, so they could get syndicated. So sucks for that. But I mean, let's just shout out 50 Cent and the whole Power team.
If they make it to
The
5,
fact-
what happens?
Like it gets syndicated, I believe. Like that's like all these great shows got syndicated. Like Snowfall made it to 5. The initial Power made it to season 5. I think Kanan may make it to 5.
I stopped watching after they shot Raina, bro. I haven't seen since.
Oh, Power?
Yeah, man. When they shot Raina, I was like, oh, they getting too real for me, man.
Hey,
bro,
they
shot
that's
the little
real.
girl.
Hey, man, that's real shit. That's real shit.
It's 2 shows that I stopped watching after shit got too real.
What, Snowfall?
No, Walking Dead. When season
yeah.
7, episode 1,
Yo.
when they took Rick out there on that Winnebago or whatever, in the trailer, in the mobile home or whatever, and I forgot the guy's name, but he took him out there, threw him to the walkers, and beat him up and took him back, made him beg in front of his people. Yeah. So I can't watch this no more, man.
Nah, I ain't.
I've been hurt since.
Nah,
and they had about 100 seasons since.
Nah, when old boy had to kill his mama, I think that's when I was like, oh, that was pretty early on in Walking Dead. But so I feel you. Walking Dead was very intense. But yeah, back to Power. Like I think, shouts out to them for just being able to like make money and make so many shows off of one idea.
And they say he's building a production studio in Shreveport.
Who?
Oh
50.
yeah, I feel like I did
50
hear
got
that.
a lot of money. Huh?
Yeah, he came down to Houston
Because
getting that tax free
he
money.
said he was bankrupt.
Who?
But 50 got to be swimming now.
50 got that money, man. You know, he
And
good,
he
man.
in Texas too.
Yeah, Texas too,
Saving
getting that
on
tax free
taxes?
money. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh-wee.
Shaq just moved to Texas.
Really?
Getting that tax free money.
Hey, man.
I mean, opening chicken restaurants everywhere.
Are you
Sound
serious?
like some money. Sound like just money.
I heard they about to before that. I heard they about to expand it though. He about to start working on another part of Power where it's talking about the prequel to Ghost.
Yeah, to Ghost.
Oh yeah, with him and Tommy when they like young and how they meet Kanan and all type of shit. I heard that
Just
too.
expanding
He
I
making
think
a
it's
universe.
It's smart that part. I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
it's
like,
already a universe. He got his own
universe,
MCU over there.
You know what I'm saying? Super villains.
Yeah, facts.
He's showing before, the middle, and the after. You already know how it ended up, but
Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna lie. Watching the Kanan show, watching like Jukebox, knowing what happens to her, like I just be like, man, like it's wild.
all right, so we got Bruno Mars and MGM. There was rumors going out saying that Bruno owed like $50 million in gambling debts and all type of stuff to MGM.
Yeah.
MGM put out a statement saying that's not true. They rocking with Bruno. He's in no debt to them. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of crazy, man. Like how like these random rumors can start. Whether it's true or not.
Yeah, TMZ put that shit out like it was just all like confirmed. Yeah. So I think that's kind of crazy.
Other big things that happened over the weekend was Rolling Loud and South by Southwest. South by Southwest, I feel like it was a bad time for South by Southwest because with Rolling Loud happening at the same time, all the artists, all the big artists would probably at Rolling Loud getting that check. Yeah. At South by Southwest, usually they have like more of like the promotional shows for the artists. They come out, they work with different companies, like Verizon or AT&T or like some type of partner, and they do like a show. If you have a Samsung phone, you get a ticket to the. That's how it used to be. So I know it was hard this year probably to get some of those artists to come in. So shout out to everybody who went to South by Southwest. Tap in the comments, let us know how was it. Was it cool? Is it still lit? Is it dead? Do people still go now?
Like, shout out to my folks from Dallas though. Like all my folks in the Dallas music scene. I saw they did their big one out there. They made some moves out there. So shout out to them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, it's bad for Texas, but man, it was popping for LA though, because going out LA, man, this shit was lit.
I think the difference is though, like one, you getting a big bag. You know what I'm saying? Like when you go Rolling Loud, they gonna cut you that check. You go do perform and shit. South by Southwest, like I said, it's more that promo. It's like some obligations, some shit you gotta do. Yeah. I think that's the difference.
Artists for sure.
Like it's more for the underground anyway. Like
for sure.
Regardless of what's going on with it right now, I feel like as long as they keep it going, that's still even one of my goals to even go out there. I still never been, but I still want to go because I just feel like it's like niggas who talk about SoundCloud. Some people would say SoundCloud is dead, but anybody you talk
it's basically a SoundCloud convention.
High school, and any kid you talk about in high school,
it is
ask them what they listen to. They say SoundCloud. Like niggas is telling me like, no, it ain't dead. We still listen to this and this and this and this on there. So it's like it just depends like on. It may not be commercialized, but it's still a market for the South by Southwest. It just needs a resurgence. Somebody else got to turn it up.
It's just been down since COVID. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been trying to figure out how to do certain things with it. So hopefully it pop back and we get it back shaking. But like Rolling Loud, let's get it Rolling Loud. Man, they had some dope performers. I got to see Big X come out. I watched his video from his set. It was dope. Shout out to Bubba.
Shout out Bubba, man. Bubba been doing his thing. That's another UNT product.
Yeah. Also, Anicia, she performed. I thought that was pretty dope. I've been putting them on Anicia. Future, Metro Boomin, and Travis Scott came out.
I can't wait for that project.
Hey, this Friday, it should dropping this Friday.
That's lit.
So
that shit sound crazy.
And then all the other artists that came out as well. So. It was dope, man.
It's sexy.
Oh yeah, Sexy Red came out twice. Chief Keef brought her out too.
Yeah, man.
So
her thing,
Chief
man.
Keef?
Yeah, Chief Keef brought her out.
Dang, what Chief Keef doing?
He been putting out projects too.
Really, man.
Yeah, he got one with what's his name? Mike Will Made It right
now.
Is it dope?
He got the joint with Lil Yachty too. Yeah.
Oh, so Chief Keef back, huh?
Yeah, I don't think he really even went anywhere.
What? He's just underground. Like,
okay.
Now this is independent grind.
Is he still doing drill?
Man, don't forget my nigga Larry June, man.
Oh, Larry June. Oh, he did perform, man.
Was
Good
it
job, Larry.
Talking to DJ Charisma?
Yep.
I don't know.
She interviewed him?
Nah, she just saying what's up.
Okay. Yeah. I seen that.
Yeah. So shout out Larry June. I keep some Larry June merch on me. All right, let's move on to my favorite segment, the last segment of the day, sports. All right, now, first off, before we get into sports, who are your team? Who's your basketball team?
My basketball team, I'm more of a player type of guy, but you know, I like the Lakers and I like the Mavericks.
Okay, and then football, who's your team?
The Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay, and then is there any other teams you support or watch? Because I don't want to start talking shit about a team that's your team.
I'm not a Cowboys fan, to be honest. Even though I'm from the ad, but I'm not a Cowboys fan.
You already knew what he was getting at.
My boy.
Yeah.
All right, let's get right into it.
Let's get to it.
The Dallas Cowboys in free
They
agency.
didn't do a damn thing.
Like, come on, man.
They worry about re-signing long snappers, my guy.
Hey, I'm not even a Dallas Cowboys fan. You know what I'm saying? Shout out CeeDee Lamb. I like CeeDee Lamb.
Oh yeah, shouts to City, yeah.
But I mean, you lose Tony Pollard. You know what I'm saying? He gone. Van Der Esch retired today.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Dak. I think Dak's restructuring his contract and fighting charges at the same time.
He got extortion.
So you got a lot going on in Dallas, and then you don't pick up nobody in free agency. But this is what got me though. This is what got me.
It is Dallas.
You don't even call Derrick Henry or try to work something out with Derrick Henry when he's available.
Politics, man.
He just bought a house in Dallas too.
Hey man, look, I don't want to harp too much on him, but hey,
Where did Derrick Henry go again?
he went to the Ravens.
I was really hoping that he would have came to the Rams, bro. I was really hoping Rams was gonna get him. But
Kyron Williams, are you crazy?
Yeah, I know he the future man, but shit, we a running team, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you a Rams fan?
Oh yeah, man.
Oh man, I'm sorry. Hey man,
Hey,
great. Shouts out to what?
Hold on. I don't like the words you're using right now. But thanks to calm down and
No,
select.
I was gonna say shouts to Aaron Donald, man.
Yeah. He came off kind of strong, right, Miles?
Hey, I was here.
Hey, even some of your boys over here, just a little bit. I
I'm
just
just
make
saying,
sure.
shouts to Aaron Donald, man. That's
for retiring.
That's the boy, man. Shouts to him for retiring. Wonderful career. Salute to you. That's all.
Hey, quarterbacks all over the league rejoicing, like thank God, all type of shit.
Man,
hey man, two quarterbacks for a great team actually right now. You know what I'm saying?
So, with that though, we got Justin Fields going to your team, the Steelers. That quarterback room is going to be crazy.
Yes, sir.
I doubt they keep Fields. I think they're going to trade him. I think they're going to find a way to trade him, get some more pieces.
I don't see that.
You got, like you said, AD retiring. You got Chase Young going to the Saints. That should be interesting.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
no, I didn't see that either.
And you got Keenan Allen going to the Bears.
I did
the
see
Bears.
that. I did see that.
OBJ was released by the Ravens.
Yeah.
Now, see, I think that Keenan Allen gonna get. I mean, he might get traded against the Bears, bro. Who they quarterback now? Then
Caleb Williams. That's their quarterback about to be.
Williams.
Hey, hold on. I think the Bears don't pick Caleb Williams and they go with somebody else instead of that for that first round pick.
Hey man,
The Bears need a new owner. That's who the Bears need.
I think I can see them not choosing Caleb Williams first pick, and I wouldn't be shocked. So don't say I ain't say it. All right. So other news in sports: LBJ and JJ Redick are starting the podcast. They just put out the first episode, so stay tuned for that.
I think he getting ready for his retirement, man.
Oh, for sure, man, 100%. You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna take that Kobe approach and go more into like the media, man. Do a lot more talking and stuff like that. I definitely want to see that. Just to hear some of those backroom stories.
Yeah, man, but I watched one of the clips today, and I ain't gonna lie, I had to watch like 2-3 times. Like the IQ on LeBron,
That
like,
part, bro.
It's too high.
Just man, like I'm just like he talking about a inbound play, and I'm just like sitting there just listening, and he talking about like he breaking down the play. He talking about different actions from different players, like starting to play over and over again, like talking about what this person's supposed to do, this person to do, and this is a clip.
Yeah,
and I'm like, bro, like.
And you got to write notes
I'm trying to like literally I'm trying to draw out the play, and I'm just like, man, watching 40 minutes of this, I damn near could be a coach.
Nah, facts. You can see JJ Redick even looking like, damn, hold on.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
Known to be the smart one.
Yeah, he's smart. Like, bro, when he on ESPN, he talking words around the room.
But like he looking at Brian like, hold on, Brian, damn, you would do that to my play?
Bro,
Like, oh shit, like you know. But I was thinking the same thing you said, and I was thinking like this is gonna be good for NBA up and coming NBA players. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm just looking at me, like if I was a baller or my son, he about to ball, I'm gonna tell him, hey, watch mind of game with them, because he breaking, like you said, bro, he breaking down plays, and I feel like that's a good way to build your IQ is by listening to other people who smart with that, with an experience.
So, but who did he get this from?
Like his mind?
No. What he's doing right now. Who did he get that from?
Kobe.
Thank you. Detail. You remember Detail?
Yeah.
Kobe broke that shit down. He just followed the
Yeah.
blueprint, bro.
That's
You
it.
know what I'm
And
saying?
he
That's all
just
he
put it
doing.
on a visual. Kobe did it his way with the cartoon, and he and Brian doing it with the podcast.
Well, if you watch the show Kobe had called Detail, like, he would show like the plays, the
That's what I'm
games,
saying,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. You break that shit down. So
Kobe had a cartoon.
Yeah, he had a
it was
cartoon
like-
too, yeah.
it was like a cartoon type of thing. Like,
all right, so next up we got Kyrie's game winner over the Nuggets. I don't know if y'all seen that left hand shot.
man, I
I was watching
seen-
that thing live.
Speaking of
man.
IQ, I
Yeah.
seen Kyrie's like them break down some IQ of Kyrie, and when did you see that slow motion going through 3 dudes?
Yeah, crazy.
Moved this way, put the ball on his legs to avoid this dude.
Mm-hmm.
Came back, avoided the backhand, trying to get the ball from the back, and then just
I got a question for y'all.
Yeah.
Is Kyrie the most skilled player to ever play in the NBA?
No.
not what?
that's what Curry and That's not Curry. That's
What
what
makes you
Dame.
ask
That's what
that
Dame and
question?
LeBron said.
So have you heard of Kyrie's backstory
No.
of why he's so good at what he's doing?
Nah.
Yeah,
When
because you talking about the rim?
Yes, bro. I thought it was crazy, bro.
Where his rim?
Nah, he used to play on there was holes in his backboard.
So he had to learn how
he
to lay the
had to learn how
ball
to
up
spin the ball.
so that it would go off the backboard and fall in. Because
Yeah.
if not, it would go through
It
the
would go
holes.
through the holes in his backboard.
wild.
Yeah, so that's why he like knows how to play at angles, like as far as when he finishes. Also, it helps that his godfather is Rod Strickland, one of the greatest finishers in the league to begin with. So
I'm capitalizing on what you said with that too, bro. That made me just think like sometimes, bro, you never know like the shit that you going through that you may look at as a struggle is really like sharpening your axe. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, look what you just said. Like, bro had holes in his backboard, bro. Like, so he had to finesse his way to make the shot. But look at how now it's like turning into like the reason why he's such a good finisher at the rim. You know what I mean? And it's like that is, if you just think about that in life, like there's shit that we going through right now where we might be like, damn, like this, I gotta really figure this shit out because this shit is really like making shit harder for me. But at the end of the day, we don't know what that's really prepping you for. Like that's just getting that situation that you thinking is challenging is probably just preparing you for the person you about to become. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So,
No, you don't learn. Facts. So, shout out to bro for that hitting that game winner. We saw 2 people get
That shit was
postered
fire,
today. We saw Ant-Man put somebody on a poster,
John Collins,
and then we saw Austin Reeves get postered. I just want to take a moment and just say, hey man, in this league, it could be any given day.
hey, it's in good hands, bro.
Hey, it could be any given day.
It is. It's in great hands.
I think LeBron's seeing that writings on the wall, and he's like, I might need to go ahead and start transitioning early.
I agree.
Bro,
I
Ant is
agree.
the new, and I seen it 2 years ago, bro. Like I was already calling it, like he was already becoming one of my favorite players. Like his second year in the league, and just to see his transition within these past 2 years, bro. Like
Who are you comparing them to?
bro? I'm not gonna say he Jordan, but he Kobe-ish.
So all of my friends are saying Ant-Man's the new Kobe.
Like,
When Kobe was number 8 Kobe,
yeah, bro.
when he was coming in with the fro and he was dunking on people and doing his
Yeah,
thing.
bro. Yeah.
But this is why I can't say that. Cause he ain't gonna win with the Minnesota Timberwolves. He has to change teams.
I don't know, cause they got twin.
They will never
towers,
win.
bro.
They will never win.
With the twin towers.
They
bro?
will never look at my eyes. They will never win.
That's crazy.
Just like the Hornets will never
Bro,
win.
But like, look at like
Just
Denver.
like the Blazers will never win.
Like,
Blazers
you got
is
Joker,
done
bro.
with.
Like they taking that same method, like what they did with over there in Denver, and bring it over there. Like you feel me? Like,
Hey,
come
listen,
on, man.
listen. It's
I
some
don't
teams
know.
that won't ever win.
To me, Ant is like, and I'm not gonna say like he doesn't have the potential to be Kobe, but right now I'm kind of putting him in that like T-Mac. Like,
Ooh,
That's a
good one,
perfect
too.
example.
Yeah.
That's a good one too, though.
yeah, I'm putting him there.
So
But he's amazing, great, super talented.
with that, man, Bando, I want to thank you for coming today, bro.
Man, thank y'all for having me.
Thank you for
man.
sharing
real,
that
it's
the
been
story.
bro.
great. Yeah.
My boy Miles over here. Thank you today. Miles, you was on your best behavior today. I'm so proud of you today. Miles, you was on your best behavior today. I'm so proud of you,
what
man.
it is?
You know
You know what it is?
Usually
I'm
you
be
here
real.
wild and you cutting up.
No, I'm gonna be real. It was
Okay.
because getting them jalapenos on my fingers
What?
and making my nose run.
What?
It just had me all discombobulated.
What kind of stuff you be
today.
doing, Miles? What's
I
be
was
happening?
eating at Earl's.
Oh, you went to Earl's today?
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to Earl's on Crenshaw.
It just got me all
Talk
crazy.
about what we was eating because I didn't even hear none of y'all say nothing.
Oh, I ain't had nothing.
You ain't even eating.
Nah, man, I ain't really had
Man,
nothing.
them peppers
I've
are
been
open your
cooking.
nose up
Let me
and
tell you
just
what I
won't
cooked
make
the
it
other
stop
day.
running.
We was talking about food. I should have brought you some food, but I ain't been home all day.
said I was on
if
my
y'all want to
best
slide to the
behavior.
crib, I'll get y'all some. I got some food over there. But I had made some seafood tetrazzini.
Texas people only.
I made basically. You ever had chicken spaghetti?
Nah,
Okay,
what's
bet.
that?
Isn't that like white spaghetti?
Yeah. So think of like chicken spaghetti, but instead of chicken, it's salmon, shrimp, lobster, and crawfish.
That's on fire.
Bussin', bro. Bussin'. Wow,
That's
tearing that shit
jambalaya
up.
with noodles.
Facts. That's what I thought too. but-
Man, that was bussin',
That's
man.
gumbo with noodles.
No, it's a totally different world, man. So yeah, but anyway, thank you for coming, bro. I know it's been overdue. I apologize for that, but I feel like it's a perfect time. You got a new single coming out. When you drop the album, come back, bro. We talk about it. We'll do a run on it.
Come back, man. For sure. Yeah.
We got Super Miles also in the building. We gotta have you on here next, bro. So we can
Miles.
tell your story, man. Hey, my boy be cooking, man. A lot of your favorite artists, this their favorite producer. Shout out Juice is always in the building. Shout out Star.
Juice, Star
You know,
behind.
shout out everybody who's in the building today.
Yes, sir. Texas in the house.
Before we leave, tell the people where they can find you. Tell them anything you got coming out next.
Yeah, for sure. So you can find me on IG at im.bando. That's im.bando. I'm on Twitter at Bando's Tweets. You can find me on Spotify, IG, all your streaming services at Bando with a period at the end. That's my identifier. And yeah, man, I got a new single called Shell coming out April 5th. Again, produced by Super Miles the Great. Got an album called SNS coming out this summer. Yeah, man, check me out. Nice dude, man.
What's the thought process behind that title anyway? Like,
man, just not to get too deep into it. So man, I went through a lot when I came out with the record with Isaiah Rashad. Just a lot of industry, nuances that I didn't really just feel particularly great about, but it really made me learn about just how people are, and I started really just learning about the duality of human nature, and how it really just ties into good and evil, sin and sacrament. So I just really understood that it's really a duality in everything, and you gotta really just work in your passion, but do that within reason. So that's where sin and sacrament comes from.
Do you consider yourself a conscious artist, or you just consider yourself?
I see. The thing is,
you're real conscious with even how
see,
you articulate your stuff.
Well, yeah. See, the thing is, like, I don't like to really just label myself as a conscious artist, because I don't intend to really just teach like that. I don't want to like just over speak. I really would rather just like take what I learned as far as like just situations, and then be able to relate that like in my own language to those willing to listen. That's all.
For sure.
Dope.
Yeah.
Miles, you got anything before we get out of here today?
Hey, every day you wake up is a blessing. So whatever you were stressing out yesterday about, just let it go.
Sure.
So whatever you were stressing out about a year ago, you ain't worried about today.
Deep.
And don't wipe your nose after you eat.
And man, if you eat banana peppers, man, do not wipe your nose. Don't wipe your nose. Cause today I wanted to go off the hinges, but I couldn't even do nothing but try not to let my nose run.
Yeah, I feel that.
And I was just like, this is crazy right now. I feel crazy right now.
How you feel is how I feel when I eat crawfish. I feel amazing, but I just be crying and nose running and everything.
Man,
and it's amazing.
this ain't never
Lips
happened to me.
burning.
I was ready today.
It's okay.
And been doing that the whole show.
Bro, sniffling.
And they ain't even nowhere near sick. That's what's pissing me off.
Once again, shout out to Bando for coming through for our 50th episode, bro.
Sir, congrats to y'all,
I
man.
had a nice hat. This is just the worst.
This guy here, man. So shout out to
Texas
my dog
in the
for
house,
coming. We got
baby.
Texas in the building.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Kind of like what Bando was saying. You're gonna go through every emotion, at some point in your life, and you might go through all of them in a short period of time. Sometimes those are your signs to know that you're on the right track. You know, if you're doing something and you know you're scared, you're mad, you're sad, you're frustrated, you know, you're happy, you know, if you're going through all these emotions, it's a sign you're on the right track. Just stay the course.
If you could just jump from point A to point B, you wouldn't appreciate the journey.
You wouldn't.
Not as near as much as if that journey in between, that all them bumpy moments, the not having money, the not having nobody, losing friends, learning new friends, all of that.
Look at it like a movie, right?
Yeah.
If the movie started
on now.
and then it quickly jumps to the end, you like, I'm not rocking with this.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't even gonna make sense.
You wouldn't even know how to react.
Pissing me off today.
It's just like, what the hell is this?
Facts.
So, hey, stay the course. You know what I'm saying? Stay down, figure it out, and then just let the chips fall.
You just got to go with the flow.
Yeah, that's it. And so with that, that's the fix.